What is going on, my people? It's your boy Ellis here, and first of all I want to say thank you guys for the support that I've been getting on my channel recently. I really do appreciate it. As you guys know, I'm always very appreciative of everything, so keep smashing that like button, keep subscribing, and I'll keep producing content for you guys. But today's video, I wanted to talk about why buying this car was potentially the worst financial decision I made as a teenager. But I will get into that. So first I'm gonna head to go get some supplies, and I will see you in our basil. Them transitions there, yeah? I have literally zero reason to park there. I just like starting to park on the top of a building now just to get that view. It just looks nice. Or maybe I'm copying someone. Yeah. I've only got 2 hours stay in the car park, so let's make this video before I get charged, because we don't want that now, do we? Okay, so back to what I was saying about why buying this car was potentially the worst financial decision I made as a teenager. So a little bit of backstory in case you're new to the channel and you don't know much about me or this car or whatnot. So I got this car when I was 19. I've always wanted like a fasty kind of car, and like I couldn't settle for something. My mind was just like I had too much of a big head kind of thing. I think I had too much of a big head. So I just never wanted a 1.2. Honestly, I was considering getting like a Peugeot 206. Was it a Peugeot 206? And I was looking at Peugeot 206s, like some mad body kits and whatnot. Just got my first proper job. Just started earning $1,000 a month. And without even thinking about it, literally, my first paycheck, I went to get this car. I didn't save up to just put cash down. It was just all finance. That's probably people are probably gonna say, well, finance is a way to buy a car that you can't afford, blah blah blah. There's pros and cons to it, but this is where I messed up. All right. So I just love the car. I remember when I went there to buy it, and my mom was like, why don't you just get the limited edition 1.2? It looks the same. Like, mom, it does not look the same. Okay, this is the big boy VX. This is the big boy Corsa. And then the dealer was just like, the dealer would not, he wouldn't agree with my mom. He was like, yeah, that one's better. Obviously, this one's more so, etc, etc. He wants to make that bigger, what is it called? What is that? Commission, that's it. So I wanted to make the bigger commission, so he was just like, nah, let him get the VXR. So, long story short, my mom was my guarantor, because I never had like a credit history or anything, a credit rating, because I never had previous credit. Mom was my guarantor, meaning that if I don't make the payments, then she would have to. And so the cost for this car, bearing in mind I just started making $1,000 a month, and the cost for this car was going to be $250. And I was looking at insurance previously, but I didn't want that to bother me too much, because I know if I looked at insurance I wouldn't get the car, because I just wouldn't be able to pay insurance. That was something very stupid I did. So it was like $250. I'm like, okay, that's not including insurance, but I'm earning $1,000 a month. I've got no bills to pay. I'm living with my mom. I've got no girlfriend. Well, I did have a girlfriend at the time. I'm not very fussed about like clothing kind of materialistic stuff, like buying Gucci belts and Louis Vuitton and like expensive shoes and whatnot. I'm not that type. I'm not fussy about that. Like, I do like materialistic stuff, but that wasn't my thing at the time. So I just thought, yeah, I'll buy a car, and yeah, that's $250 a month would just go towards my baby. So $250 a month, leaving me with whatever I had left. Now I had to sort out insurance. So some crap went on with insurance. That's a different story altogether. But I started paying £250 for insurance. So £250 for the car and £250 for insurance. That's £500. That's 50% of my monthly wages on this car. 50% of my monthly wages on this car. At the time it was like, oh, it's alright, I've got no bills to pay, blah blah. But it eventually started to like really irritate me. Like, I'm just working. I'm sure a lot of people, like some of my friends as well, always said this before, like they don't like feeling like they're working to pay for the car. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are watching this that have a car on finance might sometimes feel the same way, like they're working to pay for a car. My 50% of my wages went towards this car. That's not even including running costs of like everything else, that like tires, petrol. £150 a month for petrol. £150 a month for petrol. So that's what? £650. £650 out of £1,000 so far for this car. Like, that is mad. But as I was saying, at the time I was just really enjoying it. I was 19, 20, 21. What? How old am I? I was just supposed to forget how old I am. But yeah, I was just enjoying it and I was just loving every moment of it. But then I just really started to think, like a year and a half back, I just really started to think, and it started to irritate me, because then I never had money for a lot of things. But then I paid off my insurance from my last insurance, which was due to renew soon. I paid it off, so that didn't affect the cost of insurance, didn't affect me that much. I was just paying for the car, so that took a bit of weight off my shoulder, just paying off the insurance and then just having to pay for the car. But it was just the fact that I used to pay over £50 a month for the car. Like that's just so mad. And I'm not thinking, like, as a teenager growing up, like, I mean, if you don't have loads of responsibilities and stuff like that, then it might be all, yeah, I can get whatever car I want. And honestly, I wouldn't say it was a thing where I was trying to show off, because I'm not that type of person that I would try to show off. But people thought that, like, he's probably got money because he's driving a vehicle at 19, 20, and they did not know the struggles, man. Like, it didn't affect me. As I said, I don't regret it. It didn't affect me at all, like, in a sense where I was down all the time or whatnot. It was just always in my subconscious that, you know, I'm paying like 70% of my monthly wages on a car, and someone might see me driving past and be like, that rich bastard, or that his parents bought it, his parents' car. I mean, it's not the best car in the world. You see, like, 19-year-olds driving M3s and whatnot, but still, a lot of people would like to have a VXR, let's be honest. And that was the reality of the story. Like, I was partially paid. I was working to pay for this car. I was actually working to pay for this car. So, like, my advice to anyone that, like, I've done a video on paying finance and cash before, but my advice is that if you're going to get a car on finance, me personally, maximum I'll go now is, I'll say maybe 20%, because like my channel's kind of car based, so I'd like to have a nice car so I can make content around it as well. But the maximum I'll go now is 20% on, like, paying for a car, because I've started to take financial independence a lot more seriously. So obviously doing that, I can't justify paying £70 a month for, not £70, 70% of my earnings for a car. That makes no sense, and it's not even giving me a better return in any way. So going forward from now on, like, I'm saying that, you know, 20% maximum, as I said, just because my YouTube channel kind of revolves around cars, and I'd like to have a decent car enough to make content around. But for anyone else, I'd say keep it under 15, 10. Like, trust me, keep it under 50. If I could go back, as I said, I don't regret it, but if I could go back, knowing what I know now, I'd probably went for the limited edition Corsa. Because I would have saved up a lot more and then used that as a deposit to get something so much more easier, because the monthly payments would have been less. But that's the mistake. Not a mistake, because I said I learned from it, and obviously it's taught me lessons that I now know that I didn't know before. So there's a lesson to be learned in everything, I guess. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you're young and you see finance as a way of getting your favorite car, think long term. Think where you're going to be in the next few years. Obviously not everyone knows where you're going to be in the next few years, but 50% is a no-no. I'm never doing that again. I think I might have rambled on slightly in this video, but I hope you get the point that I'm trying to make. Like, and just think about, if you haven't got a car yet and you're considering getting one, just think about, like, just really think about it. That being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys for the support. Keep liking the video. Like, I know there are people watching the videos, because when I ask for likes, Like that video way back when I asked when I was about to my VXR video. Asked that video got over 100 likes and like 1,600 views. That's like the best like to views ratio I think I've ever got. Like, come on, guys. Thank you, but that being said, please drop a like on this video, and if you think I was rambling on, let me know. Don't dislike, just let me know. And I will see you guys. Pardon. And I will see you guys in a next video, which will be probably some. For God's sake, man, why do I keep burping? And I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy. Oh my God, I can't do videos anymore. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.